Hey, have you been reading the pages of Street Trucks magazine? We've been building a Chevrolet C10, and we put an aftermarket 4-link suspension in it, which we got to get rid of the saddle tank and replace it with an aftermarket aluminum tank. We're over here at No Limit Engineering. They're going to go ahead and build one for us, and we're going to show you guys how to put it back into one of your trucks. Okay, we're at the Speed Wrench garage, and today what we're going to do is we're going to install a new fuel tank in this 1985 Chevrolet C10 pickup truck.
Now we've got an aftermarket 4-link air suspension system that left us no room for the stock saddle tank, so this is out of here.
This fuel tank is a carbureted version, which comes complete with all the necessary hardware and fuel fittings to make installation easy. No Limit's Cool Cap relocates the fuel fill to the inside of the bed, fitting flush and looking cool. If you're running an EFI setup in your truck, No Limit has you covered. Sold separately is this in-tank pump that stays quiet and cool and can handle most EFI systems. To drill out the flanges for the 3/8 hardware, you'll need a drill motor and some drill bits. If you're going to install the tank by yourself, you may need a few clamps to help you hold things in place. Also, a measuring tape, a marking pin, and some 2-inch tape will help you get the job done clean. Simple hand tools, like a set of combination wrenches, will come in handy while installing the hardware. The tank that we're going to install is an aluminum tank that's fully baffled and is TIG welded by the guys at No Limit Engineering.
This solid steel side of beef is our new rear cross member. It's going to tie our rear frame rails together, give us someplace to mount our tank.
We installed our 4-link rear suspension, and when doing so, we went ahead and put in the front cross member that holds the tank flange on the front side of the tank. Now we had to remove the stock cross member and make room for the tank to now install the rear cross member that's provided by No Limit Engineering.
Watch your fingers, guys. It can be a real bear to get in. Knock the rear cross member into position until the factory bed hole aligns. No Limit Engineering builds these cross members using a factory truck frame as a jig. Unfortunately, there's a slight variance with where our hole lines up with his jig. We got a drill to remedy that. That's how it's done.
Well, don't forget about the hardware now, cowboy.
All I have is a drill. I don't have a wrench.
Great.
All right, I'm all through here.
Good deal. Okay guys, I'm going to show you an easy way to take some 2-inch masking tape and make a template that'll easily help you transfer the holes onto the flanges you need to drill so we can mount the hardware through the rear cross member. All you got to do, take some 2-inch tape, lay it over the cross member, go ahead and take a marking pin and pop it through the holes. As soon as you're done popping it through the holes, go ahead and pull the tape off real slow. And now you've got a template to transfer to your flange. Now it's time to find the center of the tank. And you want to measure the actual whole entire tank rather than just the flange and find the center of it. Go ahead and mark that with a marking pin there. We'll take our tape away and take our marking template and line up the hole with the center of the tank. With the holes in place, go ahead and mark with your marking pin where you're going to go ahead and drill the flanges.
Using Marcel's tape template technique, we went ahead and set up our holes for the front flange. I'm using a 25/64 bit to ensure that our 3/8 hardware slides through smoothly.
Okay, the tank fits real easy by just taking the front flange and sliding over the front cross member. Just like that, and sliding the tank up in place.
Let me give you a hand there, buddy. We're just going to loosely install one nut and a bolt, hold the tank in place. We don't want anybody getting bonked in the head.
Provided in the kit are a couple different fittings. One is a vent tube, the other one's a fuel feed. Just go ahead and simply put some Teflon tape around the threads and run them down in the bungs like this. After you're done with that, go ahead and slip over your rubber hose, it's fed on a hose clamp, and you're all ready to go. Once we get the bed back on here, we're gonna have to put a fuel cap in it. And the greatest thing about it is No Limit makes a great looking cap. It's called a cool cap. And it's really simple to put in there. It also just takes a key to open it up. You simply can just turn it open, and it gives you security so no one can siphon all your gas.
Hey, a cool cap. I love those things. I was digging through the box back there. Looks like we missed a part. Alien vortex generator, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's an EFI pump, and it's No Limit's EFI pump. They base these things off of a GM style pump that uses an intake sock and an electric fuel pump. The electric fuel pump is actually cooled by the fuel that's inside the tank, and also it's nice and adjustable. There's a feed line and a return line for the pump, and an easy removable wiring system in case you have to service the pump.
I liked it better when it was an alien vortex generator.
Well, hey, what do you want to do with that other tank?
Let's fill it full of fuel and shoot at it.
For more information on this or any of the other products made by No Limit, visit their website at www.nolimit.net.